So this is my review of the Dean Thin Body Exhibition Electric Acoustic. Got it at Guitar Center, used for about $200. Originally, I think it starts at $399. Obviously 6-string. This is the Dean preamp system with this exciter or something or other, sound enhancement. I gotta be honest, I got it because I think the design is just beautiful as far as the aesthetics, and for that I'd give it a 9.5, almost a 10. Got black saddle, black bridge, pretty cool, kind of tribally looking inlay. Thin body, of course, because it's much more comfortable. Black Grover tuners, which you can't really see, but contrasting, kick-ass. And black neck, thin, they call it a thin line neck or something like that. D-shaped neck. Overall, I would say it's probably a middle of the road to a cheaper guitar. And again, with Guitar Center, you can't buy this guitar in store. It's only in the warehouse. So I had to buy it and then try it out. It's got these pearl or pearloid inlays, which are, you know, pretty cool. But a couple things led me to return it, and I'm going to be returning it later today. Part of it is it keeps coming out of tune, and that may be something that's easily adjusted. But in addition to that, I find the action to be pretty high, and to be honest, a lot higher than what I would have expected a guitar from Dean to have. I was hoping it would be as low as one of the Ibanez's that I have, and as the Epiphone I used to have, and I was pretty disappointed in the action, again, which can be fixed. The unplugged sound isn't too bad, and I'll give you an example of that in a little bit, but the plugged-in sound is pretty nice. I'll also give you an example of that a little bit later, but without this exciter button here, which basically how they market it, from what I understand, is a way for a thin body to sound like a Dreadnought or a Jumbo. And I gotta admit, it does make it sound a heck of a lot better than with that effect off. But you know, every time you turn this on and off, as well as the phase on and off, for me, and I don't plug in a heck of a lot, but when I do, or if me and my friend gig, I'm having to constantly adjust the sound, and if I want to go through my effects pedals, then I've got to do other adjustments. So maybe it's just me, maybe it's too much guitar for me in that sense, electronics, but just my thoughts. The tuner I thought was actually really cool, and again, as design goes, it's awesome. As far as aesthetics, when you tune it, it tells you if you're tuned too flat or too sharp, and then when it's totally in tune, one of the strings, the whole Dean logo will light up with the LEDs. It's chromatic tuning, so you can tune up, tune down, however you want. Pretty cool. So the disappointments, part of it was I really thought this was going to be a nicer binding. With the lighting in here, it's hard to tell, but basically it's just, you know, the wood that the guitar is made out of that does not have the paint, the black matte paint on it. I thought it was some kind of cool, like, celluloid binding or something, but it's not. And that's all around the guitar. Also, there's parts where the paint isn't kind of perfectly aligned, and there's some splash onto the natural. And this inlay was very disappointing. I thought it would be kind of a nice, I don't know, just something kind of shiny. And when you get up and look to it, it really does just look like a stencil that was removed. But again, hard for me to tell. I took it to GC the other day, and they told me no, that's some type of an inlay. Of course, nothing high-end. So I was disappointed with that. The other thing is the finish. I mean, I don't know. My opinion is, you know, when they stained the neck, and I'm assuming this is stained. The guy at Guitar Center told me that it looks like the neck was stained dark to match the the guitar, and this is not a natural occurrence. This should have been stained over. That was kind of disappointing. Also, several of these inlays, as you can see, are not cut sharp. They're flat, and then this one actually looks like there's some staining that went over it. Kind of sloppy work on that. If you turn the guitar inside, again, I'm being pretty picky, but where is it? You know, they didn't even finish staining the body over here. So you have this whitish color that's sticking through the natural of the guitar. And you probably can't see this, but sorry about the horrible camera work. But it's pretty rough inside here, and it doesn't even feel like it was doesn't feel like it was finished much at all. And there's some overlay, some spraying that kind of got onto some of the other wood inside. So, in my opinion, just a very sloppy job, very sloppy, compared to what I've seen with Ibanez and Epiphone. And you know, that's just my opinion. But again, as far as aesthetics, I think it's one of the most beautiful guitars I've seen from a distance, but up close it leaves a lot to be desired. And I'm going to splice in a couple of pieces of me playing it plugged and unplugged, and you know, I think the sound is halfway decent, but I'm actually looking to trade it in for a I'm not sure what yet, but maybe there's a new Martin I saw, thin body, all black tuners, and possibly the Ovation Mick Thompson. But anyway, just an idea. This is what it kind of looks like. And any questions, feel free to email. Take care. Give me a count in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Give me a count in.
1, 2, 3, 4. The cowboy had pretty well.